Okay. So we're starting Daf Tet, today's Daf is Daf Yud Amud Aleph. We're starting Tet Amud Bet on the bottom of the Mishnah. Now we spoke about the Truma that they used to give to the Kupot, right? Trumat Rishka, נכון? So what did they used to do with it? Right? מה היו עושים בה? לוקחים בה תמידים, right? קורבן תמיד, ומוסיפים ונזקיהם, העומר ושתי לחם ולחם הפנים, וכל קורבנות הציבור. They used to, all the קורבנות of the ציבור, they used to do it with that. So the Korban Aida says that Latuye Ketoret. He wants to also explain here the whole point of explaining all these. Right? B'kol Korbanot HaTzibur, what is that coming to include? The Ketoret, and also a part of it. Right? Now, on Shvi'it, what happens is you cannot harvest the crop on Shvi'it. But from the previous harvesting, they had extra crops that would grow during that time period. So what did they used to do? They used to put guards on that crop to make sure that nobody takes it, nobody touches it, and then also for so that way there's no animals that come and eat it, right? So shomrei sefichin b'shvi'it notlin schara mitrumat halishka. Also from the trumat halishka, they used to also pay the guards from that money, right? Okay. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Af, רוצה מתנדב, שומר חינם. He said that no, even a shomer chinam, a person could do it for free. You don't have to have somebody get paid from the תרומה, תרומת הלשכה, right? אמרו לו, אף אתה אומר שאין בהן אלא משל ציבור? There's a machloket here between Rabbi Yossi and Chachamim. Rabbi Yossi holds that a korban yechid is mishtane leshel tzibur. A korban yechid, right? You can make it into a tzibur, okay? By selling it, okay, or by giving money instead. Chachamim say absolutely not. You have to. This is to give this to the truma, right? It has to be for a tzibur. It cannot be for yechid. That's why the shomrim, right? They had to get paid from the trumat halishka, right? Because from the trumat halishka, it's considered a tzibur for the tzibur. Mm-hmm. But if Rabbi Yossi says that no, you could even have somebody for free, so then it's not from the tzibur, right? So the Chachamim are telling him, no, that's not true. Even you say yourself that you can do it it has to be from the tzibur. Okay? The Korban Ayada, he brings, he basically, yeah. Okay, so that's basically the way to explain it, okay? Now, the Gemara is going to start. Yud Amud Aleph on the top. מה ראה זמן עצי כהנים והעם להימנות? The Kohanim, okay, they used to bring in their own etzim, okay, to be burnt on the mizbeach, okay, and when these people that they used to do it, I think there's 10 groups of them that they used to do it, if I'm not wrong, 10 or 9 of them. What's it called? What was so special that they used to make that day, that when they used to bring the etzim, they used to make it into a Yom Tov.
Etzim to the Bet HaMikdash?
To the Mizbeach, yeah, when they used to bring it by themselves.
Okay.
Instead of getting from the tzibur.
They made a chag out of it? Like?
Yeah, they made it a Yom Tov for them. For them it was a Yom Tov, that they were able to bring, they had the zechut to bring the etzim for the Mizbeach. So, what was the reason they ended up making it into a Yom Tov? Ela b'sha'ah she'alu Israel min haGola. When Israel went from the Gola, right? Ve'lo matzu etzim b'lishka. They saw that there's no wood on the lishka. Ve'amdu elu. And these people, what did they do? V'nitnadvu etzim mishel atzman. They gave their own trees.
The lishka was like the vault of the Bet HaMikdash? You would say like the vault of the Bet HaMikdash?
Basically, it's like where the treasure, it's like the treasury.
Yeah.
Right? And they gave their own etzim. right? Because all of Am Yisrael didn't have, and they were the groups that had. So all of Am Yisrael was dependent on them. So they made it into a Yom Tov. Okay?
Crazy. They used to build a mizbech from wood?
No, this wood that they used to give to burn.
Burn! They
used
used
to
to
burn.
build.
No, to burn for the mizbech.
I got you.
So they had the zechut. So that's why for them those days are Yom Tov.
Yeah, because it's a big zechut.
ומסרו לציבור, and they gave it to the ציבור, וקרבו מהן קורבנות ציבור, and they used to give the קורבנות ציבור from that, right? ויתנו עמהם, ויתנו עמהן נביאים שביניהן. Okay, I guess there was Nevi'im at their time. They also came with them. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure this is the right translation. I think that some people take this out. Yeah, they explain here, שהיו באותו דור כגון חגי, זכריה ומלאכי ועזרא ונחמיה, they also they went with them, okay, to do this. So they had the zechut. שאפילו, right, לשכה מלאה עצים, ועמדו אלו ונתנדבו עצים משל עצמן. Even if when they ended up having a full lishka with a bunch of trees, right, they still ended up giving from themselves. Why? שלא יהיה קורבן מתקרב אלא משלהם תלכילה. They wanted to make sure that they made sure that their עצים were the first ones that were being used for the korbanot to be burning, right? So that's the type of zechut that they had. Also, when they didn't have a lot, they gave. And then when Am Yisrael had a lot, they also made sure to give. That way they were the first ones to do it. That's why for them, it was considered a Yom Tov. Okay? Now, so from here we see, what did we explain in the Mishnah? That to get the korbanot, they have to be, the things for the korbanot, they have to be from the tzibur. But here it wasn't from the tzibur. It was from matzman, from themselves.
Yeah.
So they say yechid.
But it's for the tzibur, no?
Huh?
It's for the tzibur.
Nachon, it's for the tzibur, but it's not from the whole tzibur together.
Okay.
It's from these specific people. So the Gemara, so from here we see against the Chachamim who said that it needs to be nachon, it needs to be from the tzibur. This is basically like who? Like Rabbi Yossi, right? Because Rabbi Yossi said that even Yechidi can do it. Nachon? They all agree that it needs to be from the tzibur. Just Chachamim explained that a Yechid cannot turn into a tzibur. But Rabbi Yossi says that no, Yechid can turn into a tzibur. Okay? You with me on that? So, Amar Rabbi Yacha, the Rabbi Yossi, no, this is true. This quotation that you're quoting right now, that's Rabbi Yossi from our Mishnah. The Rabbi Yossi Omer, Afa Rotze Mitnadev Shomer Chinam, right? What did Rabbi Yossi say? A Mitnadev, right? Shomer Chinam. A Shomer Chinam is Yechid. Nachon? So from here we see that what we just quoted is Rabbi Yossi. So there's no machloket. Nachon? Rabbi Yossi b'shem Rabbi Ilai. So Rabbi Yossi b'shem Rabbi Ilai. Okay, this is Ila. Divrei Akoli. He says no. Really, everybody agrees with this.
Citato Israeli, Ilai.
Divrei Akoli. Ma palginan begufo she korban. What is their argument? On the korban itself. אבל במכשירי קורבן, כל המעמודי שהוא משתנה, כל המעמודי שהוא משתנה קורבן יחיד לקורבן ציבור. Right? So he's bringing here that Rabbi Yossi B'Shem Rabbi Ila, he says that no, really everybody agrees that the actual korban itself needs to be from the tzibur, right? You cannot bring a korban and make it from yechid to tzibur here. But here we're talking about b'machshirei korban. Machshirei korban are things that are used to do the korban.
Yeah, because you're not
like the wood.
You're not giving the wood up for offering. You're using the wood to burn. Korban.
Right. So this is machshirei korban, like things that make
The
it
equipment for
right.
the korban.
The essentials.
Yeah, yeah.
The essentials for the korban. Okay. So we see from here. So we see from here that Tani. So we're going to bring another raya. Okay, another brisa to show this halacha that we just explained, right? The machshirei korban could be from yechidi, but the actual korban itself cannot. Tani, isha she'asta ketonet levena, kshera. If a woman made a ketonet is like a clothing type.
Like a robe, kind of.
Right, like a robe for her son who's a kohen. Let's use it in the base of Mikdash. It's kasher, even though she made something for her son, right? This is not from a tzibur, nachon? What she made, it's from her, for her son.
Yeah.
So this is machshirei korban. Chap?
How is it
The same-
korban?
Just like how we explained the wood, it's an essential thing
How is
for
it?
the korbanot, but it's not the actual korban itself. Right? So here we're explaining that the ketonet was also made from a yechid,
I got
which
you.
is his mom, right?
And
it's
he
also
actually used it for the Beit HaMikdash, you're saying?
he used it, yeah.
I got
Is
you.
it בבית המקדש?
Okay.
ובלבד שתמסרנה לציבור, but as long as she goes ahead and she gives it to the tzibur also as well after.
Like
Even though
saying
it's
everyone,
yechidi, yeah.
everyone has rights.
אמר רבי יחד, דברי רבי יוסי, he says that what we just explained, this is Rabbi Yossi, so don't tell me that Chachamim also agree with this. That's only according to Rabbi Yossi, that the wood is considered machshirei. אמר רבי יחד, דברי רבי יוסי, דרבי יוסי אומר, אף הרוצה מתנדב שומר חינם, right? We said, רבי יוסי said, המתנדב עושה שומר חינם.
שומר חינם.
שומר חינם מזה יחיד, נכון? רבי יוסי בשם רבי הילה, דברי הקולי. He says, no, really it's everybody's opinion. מה פלגינו? What's the מחלוקת between them? בגופו של קורבן, אבל במכשירי קורבן, כל הממודה שהוא משתנה קורבן יחיד לקורבן ציבור. נכון? They all agree that it's considered
קורבן ציבור.
right. So he understands that the wood itself can turn into from yechid to tzibur, Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Ila wants to say that everybody agrees with that the wood can turn from, all right? So the Gemara says, "Matniti palgi al Rabbi Yossi." We have a brisa that's going to argue on Rabbi Yossi, right? Otana yemim nohagim b'shat korban, v'shelo b'shat korban, right? Rabbi Yossi omer, en nohagin ela b'shat korban bilvad.
What about
One second. Right. We tried to explain that the wood is considered machshirei korban, right? Not the actual korban itself.
Yes.
From here we see that. Here, let's read it again from the brisa, okay? Matni palgi. See that?
I just lost the place. I just had it right here.
There's a little bet next to it. It's right here.
Yeah, Madmi Palgi al Rabbi Yossi.
Yeah, Rabbi Yossi. We're going to bring an argument on Rabbi Yossi. Why? אותן הימים נוהגים בשעת קורבן, ושלא בשעת קורבן, they would take these days as Yom Tov, right? נכון? When they used to bring in those trees, that group. people, נכון?
Yeah.
They used to make it into a Yom Tov בשעת קורבן ושלא בשעת קורבן. רבי יוסי אומר, אין נוהגין אלא בשעת קורבן בלבד. Rabbi Yossi says that no, only at the time of Korban itself, that's when you can, that's when it will be considered a Yom Tov. But if it's not the time of use of Korban, it's not considered a Yom Tov. What does that show you? That shows you that the wood is not considered machshire Korban.
Oh, what do you mean?
The essentials for the Korban.
Oh, because you're only using it when you give the Korban?
No, for it to be considered a Yom Tov, it needs to be something tziburi, for the tzibur.
So once it's used, it's considered for the tzibur?
And there, only when it's for the tzibur, it can be a Yom Tov. So from here we see the wood.
How is it explaining that it's not machshire korban? They're just explaining that it's.
Because we say only beshat korban, only the timing of the korban. So mashma, the wood is a part of the korban. Yeah, and that's where you can create a yom. That's where you can create a yom tov from it.
I got you.
Because if not,
so now it's a little bit of a problem.
If it wasn't a part of the korban, you can't make a yom tov.
It's a problem because they're giving it beyachid. So it's a problem that it's not technically machshire korban.
No, Rabbi Yossi we tried to explain Rabbi Yossi that the wood is considered machshire korban.
Yeah, I know.
That's
so
according to
okay.
Rabbi Ilan.
Yes, so it was okay to give it beyachid.
Nachon, and then it'll be turned into tzibur.
Now.
Yeah, but now what we're saying is that no, it's not. The wood is not considered machshire korban that can be turned into tzibur.
So right? It's always yachid.
It's always what's it called? You can only bring it at the time that you're doing the korban. Why? Because the wood itself is considered a part of the korban, not as a machshire korban.
So you can't just sit there. You have to bring it. It has to be used
during the time of korban.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's why you can make a yom tov. And from
but
the
only
fact
once
that
it's used.
Huh?
Only once it's used.
Only at the time that you're doing korban.
So right now you do a korban, you bring with you a stack of wood. You better use it that day,
Yeah, that's the only time you can use it. And because
you can't leave it in the room.
Because we see that it's dependent on the timing of the korban.
Then it's not machshire korban.
That proves to us that it's not machshire korban. Why? Because for it to be at the timing of the korban, it must be something of a tzibur. Okay? So, and now that's a problem on Bila. Who tried to tell us that no, it's considered machshire korban. And they all agree to this, even Chachamim and Rabbi Yossi. Ay, big shaila. Ve'od, hadetanya, we're going to bring another raya. Amar Rabbi Eliezer, Be Rabbi Tzadok, Anu ayinu mibnes senah. This is the group, one of the groups of the 9 groups that used to make a Yom Tov, right? He's saying we were one of that group. Ben Binyamin, V'chal Tisha B'Av liot b'Shabbat. Tisha B'Av was on Shabbat. And for them, when was the Yom Tov? They brought the etzim on 10th of Av. Anyways, they always, that was their Yom Tov. That was their day that was designated for as a Yom Tov because that was the day that they brought for this group, right? Senah ben Binyamin. So, what happened? Tisha B'Av was Chal on Shabbat. Whenever that happens, what do? We push it off, right? To the 10th of Av. Yeah. So look what it says here. V'chal Tisha B'Av liot b'Shabbat, v'dachinu oto lemotzei Shabbat. Right? V'ayinu mit'anin ve'lo mashlimin. We used to do the Tanit, but we didn't complete it. Why? Because it would still be considered a Yom Tov for them. Wow. That's why they didn't complete it. So this proves to us that... so this proves to us what? That it was for the tzibur. Yeah. And not machshire. So that's a state raya. Okay?
That's a crazy one.
Yeah. Now, much easier. Lakachli just this part, we just did, at least 45 minutes.
Very good, man.
Very hard.
You explained it very well.
Okay? העומר ושתי הלחם הפנים וכל הקורבנות ציבור, right? We said all of these things, they were, we gave money from the lishka for these items, okay? For these korbanot. We have to read with this. מתניתא דרבי ישמעאל, we want to say that our Mishnah, when he said this, that's who? We're quoting Rabbi Ishmael. Why? The Rabbi Ishmael Amar, En Omer ba min Surya. The Omer cannot come from Syria. Syria, which is Syria nowadays. The Gemara explains that David HaMelech brought it up to Gdushat Eretz Israel.
Syria?
Yeah. That place has a Gdushat of Eretz Israel. That David HaMelech made it into that. So what are we saying here? We're saying that all of the money that we brought to the Lishka, that will be used for all the Korbanot. Now when you make that statement, that only the money that was used for the Lishka, that can be used for the Korbanot Tzibur, right? What does that mean? That means that all of the money had to come from Israel and not anywhere else. So even though David HaMelech made Surya Gdushat Eretz Israel,
it was still not allowed.
You can't use money from there.
Still
So
cool.
the Gemara wants to bring a raya. From here we see that our Mishnah is who? Rabbi Ishmael. Why? Because what did we just say? The Rabbi Ishmael Amar, En Omer ba min Surya. Even though it has Gdushat Eretz Israel. Right? Because our Mishnah explained that it can only come from the Lishka. The Lishka was where? In Eretz Israel. Not anywhere else. So this is a raya that it's Rabbi Ishmael. Now, Taman Taninan, over there we learned, כל קורבנות היחיד והציבור באים מן הארץ, right? ומן חוץ לארץ, מן החדש ומן הישן, right? From the new crops and from the old crops. חוץ מן העומר ושתי הלחם, שאין באים אלא מן החדש ומן הארץ. Those can only come from חדש and from the הארץ. What does that mean? Only Eretz Israel.
What does חדש, תרומת הלשכה החדשה, כאילו לא משנה.
No, חדש is, how do you explain? איך קוראים לזה? like לחם ישן?
אוקיי, כאילו...
קמח ישן. זה קמח חדש. ומן הארץ, and from Israel. So we see from here, this is a proof for us to say that the Mishnah is Rabbi Ishmael. Why? Why?
Because he said that you're only allowed to bring in the money from
Eretz Israel. Yofi. I had to check if I'm explaining well that you're holding it.
Explain. No, I was reading it and then you why?
Okay. Ravuna. It says Rav Chuna. But some say here that you need to say Ravuna. B'shem Rabbi Yirmiyah. The Rabbi Ishmaeli, the Gemara, he says that it's Rabbi Ishmael. The Rabbi Ishmael Omer, En Omer ba min Surya, right? And then we see Taman Taninan. Over there we learned Taninan Eser Gdushot hen. There's 10 Gdushot. Eretz Israel, right? Mekudeshet mikol ha'aratzot. Eretz Israel is more mekudash than any other place. ומהי קדושתה? What is her קדושה? שמביאים ממנה העומר והביקורים בשתי הלחם. You see, bring the קורבן העומר ושתי הלחם only from ארץ ישראל, נכון? ומה שאין כן מכל הארצות. And we see that from the other places, other locations, other cities,
they don't have this.
We can't bring from them.
Yeah.
Right? רבי חייא בשם רבי ירמיה דברי רבי ישמעאלי. Why? The Rabbi Ishmael Amar, Ena Omer, Ba min Surya. Another raya. Taman Tanina. We also learned over there. Rabbi Ishmael Omer, Ma Charish Reshut, Af Katzir Reshut. Just like how plowing is a Reshut, also harvesting is Reshut. This is talking about the Yisur on Shabbat. You cannot plow and you cannot harvest, right? יצא קציר האומר שום מצווה. קציר האומר, right? You have to do קצירה for the קורבן עומר.
What's קצירה?
קצירה, harvesting.
I got you.
Harvesting. That is allowed on Shabbat. Why? Because for mitzvah. רבי ישמעאל כדאיתא דרבי ישמעאל. Rabbi Ishmael is just like how his opinion is. דאמר, אין האומר בא מן הסוריה. כדאיתא דאמר יצא קציר העומר שהוא מצווה, you can do קציר העומר that it's mitzvah, right? Even on Shabbat. Man Tana Shomre, who's the sorry. Right, who's the Tana that says Shomre Sefichit Beshvi'it Notlin Scharam Mitrumat Alishka? Who's the one that says, right, the Shomrim, right? We said we have to have guards on the aftergrowth that happens after the Ketzirah of the 6th year, right? From the fact that they're harvesting on the 6th year, there ends up happening extra growth after that, right? So who's the one that says that the Shomrim, they get paid from the Lishka? No, Rabbi Ishmaeli. Rabbi Ishmael. Why? No. That was the first opinion. Rabbi Yossi says it could be Shomer Chinam. Look at the Mishnah. Look at the Mishnah. Look at the Mishnah. Before.
Oh, here?
No, where we started. Look what we said.
No,
look, Shomre Sfichin. B'Shvit Notin Scharan Mitrumat Alishka. Right? So that Tana, who is that? Who said that statement? You want to say that's Rabbi Ishmael because he's the one that says.
Because he's the one that said that you can't bring korban from outside of Israel.
Right, and you can only get paid from the korban lishka, from the kupot of the lishka for Israel. בדיוק. נכון? Right, רבי ישמעאל אמר רבי יוסה דברי הכל היא לא מצאו בסוריה מביאים אותן מספחין שבארץ ישראל. The Gemara, okay, let's just leave it there. עד כאן. So we see that it's Rabbi Ishmael.
I have to go.
Have to go?
Sorry, I love you.